Hey there, guys and girls. Today we're going to learn 15, that's right, 15 phrasal verbs without. Let's begin. Let's begin our journey of learning. Get your pencil and your workbook ready, and let's learn some phrasal verbs together. Here we go. Here we go. Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome to everyone who is watching today's stream, and welcome along as well if you are watching the replay. Let me know in the comments below where you're from, and let's begin today's phrasal verbs without lesson. So the first phrasal verb we're going to look at today is this one, and it is kick out. If you kick out someone, or you kick someone out, then it means you force someone to leave, okay? So for example, my boss kicked me out for lateness. I was late, so my boss forced me to leave. The next one says, he was kicked out of the class for his rudeness. He was so rude that he was kicked out of the class. Don't do that, or I will kick you out. That's right. Be good. Don't do anything that you don't or you don't want anyone else to do to you. If you do that, I will kick you out. So this is our first phrasal verb of today, kick out. Force someone to leave. The second one is very similar because, as we can see, a lot of the phrasal verbs we have are linked with the word out, and sometimes out means to go out of something. So kick out is like remove. Want out is that you want to leave, okay? So here are some examples. I've had enough and I want out now. Just as she was going to skydive, she decided that she wanted out. Just as she was going to skydive, she decided that she didn't want to do it anymore. She wanted to leave. I want out. Yes, you can just say something like that. If you want to leave a place, or you want to stop doing something, like in this live stream, you can just say I want out and click the X button and leave. The next one is to count someone out, okay? If you count someone out, it means that you don't include that person. I'm not interested, so you can count me out. I'm not interested, so you don't need to include me. I don't like her, so you can count her out. Maybe I'm trying to make a list of invitations who I want to invite for my party, and so I say, I don't like her, so you can count her out. I don't want to invite her at all. The next one, count me out. I don't like heights. Maybe you're going up high somewhere. Maybe you're going hiking or going to the top of a building like the Burj Khalifa. Then maybe you would say, count me out. I don't like heights. Okay. Thank you, Lolly Lolly. Thank you for your good example. If you do have any examples, then put them in the comments below. I'm really interested in listening and hearing to all of your examples. Here is Lolly Lolly's. I don't want out, I want to listen to your lesson. So thank you, Lolly Lolly. And welcome to everyone here. Thank you so much for coming along today. Judy, if you have just joined and you're watching, make sure you let me know where you're from in the comments below. Okay, jut out. Now, jut out is about a building or something that comes out over something. So we can say the balcony is like an outside room. The balcony juts out over the river. Okay, so maybe you have a house and the balcony, the outside room, we call it, and the river is here and your balcony is just above the river. So your balcony juts out over the river. The roof of the building juts out over the house to prevent the snow from blocking the doors, right? That is jut out. Pick out, okay? This is our next phrasal verb. To pick something out or pick out something, both okay. You can put the word in the middle of this phrasal verb as well. They picked out a puppy to take home. So pick out is like to choose something, basically. You can also say just pick. I picked this one. But you can also use this phrasal verb pick out. So imagine there are many things and you say this one. They picked out a puppy to take home. I like this one. I picked out some flowers for my mother. This one is good. They picked out some people to make a team. Okay, we've got so many people. I want you in you. So that is to pick out. Hello to everyone in the comments, by the way. Thank you so much for commenting. And also, if you haven't done so already, make sure you press the like button. And if you haven't done so, make sure you press subscribe for more videos like this. There's a whole collection of these kind of videos on the channel. So if you haven't done so, make sure you press subscribe and watch the other video lessons we have here. Spread out. You can imagine, like spread is usually over, you put something over a big area, that is spread. So spread out has the same kind of meaning, it's over a big area. Just like I'm spreading out the butter on my bread. But I have some other examples. She spread out her stuff on the floor. All my stuff is on the floor. I spread it all out on the floor in order to sort it all out. It's another out phrasal verb, right? Here, sort out means to organize. She spread out her stuff on the floor in order to sort it all out. He spread out his papers on the desk when he began to study. He spread out his sweets on the table and picked out the ones he wanted to eat. I spread out all of my sweets on the table. I want this one, and this one, and this one. So yeah, that's it. Very good. Thank you again, Lolly Lolly, for your good example. I picked out some caramels from my little brother. I love caramel. Can you give me some? Really nice. Okay, so that's spread out. The next one is share out, okay? Again, you can imagine outward. Every single phrasal verb, the way to remember them is it's all going out, right? Spread out. This is share out. So this is one for you, and one for you, and one for you. It means distribute. That's the posh word for share out. You can also use give out. It's the more common one. Maybe you've heard of this phrasal verb before, to give out. Share means obviously you have 100% and you want to give a little bit to everyone. Josh shared out his sweets with all the children. This one for you, this one for you, this one for you. Thank you. And yes, some for me as well. We ought to share out our proceeds. Lolly Lolly is sharing out her caramels with us. We ought to share out the proceeds. The proceeds is the money we make. So if you make some money, you can call it the proceeds. Let's share out what jobs we need to do between us. Maybe we have a lot of jobs to do and we need to share them out between us. So if I have a job and you have a job and you have a job, we can do all of the work together but do little jobs because we shared out the work. It's a sensible thing to do, right? Go out. Now, go out can also mean open the door and leave. That is go out. I'm going out. But go out can also have the meaning to stop burning. Ah! Imagine that dog meme with all the fire in the background. So, go out is stop burning. The fire still has not gone out. It's still burning outside. So go out is also has the meaning of this with fire. When the fire goes out, we can be happy. If we want the fire to go out, we ought to extinguish it. Extinguish it with water. Extinguish is another fancy word to mean put out the fire. Put out is another phrasal verb with out that we can also use to mean extinguish. You put out a fire. I hope the wildfire goes out soon or we will be in trouble. Yes, go out here means the fire stopped burning. If the wildfire doesn't go out soon, we will have to put it out. The firemen will put it out. And yes, you in the back there, I can see you are smoking. Put out your cigarette. It's not healthy for you. So you can see put out also is very similar to this one, go out. The next one, to clean something, to clean someone out, sorry. To clean someone out, okay? And if you clean someone out, it means that you take everything, you steal everything from them. The burglars completely cleaned us out. I don't have a TV anymore. Sounds like a good idea, lolly lolly, thank you. Thank you, merci beaucoup. Thank you. So, yes, the burglars completely cleaned us out. The bank robbers cleaned out the cash registers. The cash register is like the machine when you go to the shop or in the bank and there's lots of money. They press some buttons, ka-ching, and the money comes out, right? This is called a cash register. And the bank robbers cleaned out the cash register. They opened the cash register and they take out all of the cash, put them in their pockets and ran away. Let's clean out the vault before the police arrive. That's what the robbers would say, of course. If you clean out a vault, it means you take everything out of a vault. And a vault is a very big safe. Maybe every bank has a vault. And in the vault, there is all the gold, all the money. So, if you are in the bank and you want to steal something, find the vault. Okay. The next one, to test something out, or test out something. If you test something out, or test something, or test out something, you basically see how it works. Maybe you don't know how it works and you want to test it out, okay? We need to test out our product before we launch it to market. It's important, isn't it? Because if you want to put something into the market, then you might want to test it out. The robot needs to be tested out before it can be used in the warehouse. So if we want to use this robot in the warehouse, and the warehouse is a very big place where you can store lots of things, maybe a lot of companies have it, like Amazon.com. All of the goods you buy from Amazon.com are stored, are put in the warehouse before it goes to your house. And if we want to use this robot in the warehouse, we have to test it out. Let's test out this food on the workers. I don't know what it tastes like, but if we give it to the workers, maybe they will like it. Let's test it out. Drop out. Yes, you over there who didn't complete the university, this one is for you. Because dropout, it means that you stop doing something, okay? Like university, maybe you're in university and you say, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm leaving, I'm going out. And that is drop out. You stop doing it. The runner dropped out after running only a quarter of the marathon. So a marathon is a long race. And if you don't complete the marathon, we can say you dropped out of the marathon. He decided to drop out from college and pursue a career in sales. Good luck to you. Maybe you want to drop out from school or college right now and pursue a career or a business. Good luck to you. Pursue a career is like to start a career, to find a career in this. He dropped out of the competition due to illness. He was very, very sick. He was under the weather, means very sick. And he dropped out of the competition due to illness. You could also say due to injury as well. Injury is a little bit different though. Lash out. Lash out is like this. Criticize someone angrily. He lashed out at her for time wasting. You are wasting time. Why are you wasting time? So he lashed out at her. You are stupid, blah, 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 like this. The teacher lashed out at the students for being too noisy. The students were really, really noisy, so the teacher decided to lash out at them. Don't lash out at me. It's not my fault. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't me. Don't lash out at me. It's not my fault. That is the meaning of lash out. Okay, criticize someone angrily. Usually, angry people, negative people, people with anger problems will lash out. Yes, kind of, but it depends on the situation, lolly lolly. It's a good question because give up means to stop doing as well, just like drop out. But we usually say drop out of something, but we can't really say drop out of smoking. It doesn't make any sense. Give up is more like towards quitting an action, whereas drop out is like to stop doing something. Maybe that's a good way to separate these two things. But I think it's a really, really good question. Thank you. Don't lash out at me. Okay, yell out, hello! If you yell out at something, or at somebody, it means you shout in a very loud voice. I didn't want to yell out because my neighbour is just there. As I walked past the bank, I heard someone yell out something. They were shouting really loud. He was yelling out something across the street at someone. When my bag was stolen, I yelled out for help. Help me, help me! My bag is stolen! So I yelled out for help. So yes, so give up smoking, drop out college. Draw out, make something continue for longer. Maybe I'm trying to draw out this live stream by just talking and talking and talking. So yes, that's the meaning of draw out. You make something continue longer than maybe it should be. I wish the boss wouldn't draw out meetings by talking so much. The boss is talking again a lot. It seemed like the teacher was drawing out the class with his boring speech. Yes, the teacher has to talk for another 5 minutes, so he's just going to speak about something boring. The party was drawn out because of the drunkenness of the guests. Drunkenness is the noun of being drunk, drinking too much alcohol. Don't drink too much alcohol. And the party was drawn out. The party was made to feel much longer than it really, really was, okay? So that's the draw out. Yes, I mean, yes, if you yell out something, it's usually because you're angry, right? Usually that yell has that kind of meaning of being angry, right? You could also say shout out something. We can also say that as well, to shout out something. It's a good question. Thank you again, lolly, lolly, lolly. Merci beaucoup. And yes, yell out, it kind of does mean you are angry because if you are shouting, it usually means you're angry. But sometimes also it could mean that you want someone to hear something, right, above a noise. So it could also have that meaning too. And the last one we're going to talk about today is this good one here, this golden one. Sort out, which we saw before, which kind of means organize, but it also can mean solve a problem or restore order, like put something back to how it was before. So here's our examples. A consultant was hired to sort out some of the problems. We need to sort out the problems in our relationship. Have you got any problems to sort out? If you want me to sort out your problems, that's right. Leave them in the comments below and I will try to sort them out for you. Or maybe some of our other helpful audience members will also be able to sort out your problems as well. So anyway, thank you so much for everyone today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming today, everyone. And I hope you learned something new. What I would say is if you did enjoy this, make sure you press like and press the subscribe button too, because if you subscribe, you will have more videos like this. We usually try to stream twice a week, and there are also some other little videos coming along too in the next few days. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you got something. If you do have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments below. And make sure you let your friends know about this brilliant channel. And until next time, that's right, until next time, keep practicing.